on. If anyone wishes to testify but has not RSVP'd already, you can put your name and any organization into the chat box, and we'll add you to the list of testimony. And again, that's only if you wish to testify. And we'll get started in just another minute, just in case there's anyone else wishing to join. Looks like a few more people are joining us. Again, if you wish to testify today and you have not already RSVP'd, please put your name and any organization you're working with into the chat box, and we will add you to the testifying list. If there's anyone on the phone, we'll give you an opportunity in a little bit to unmute yourself and put your name in that way as well. All right, we'll wait. See a few more people joining us. Give them a second to log in. All right, well, just a little bit longer. If you wish to testify again, please put your name in the chat box.
Dave, I'm not seeing anyone as calling in on their phone at this point, so
Okay.
You can ask me later about that.
Great.
At this time, we don't have anyone.
Okay, thanks, Austin. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us. I think we'll get started then. So, good afternoon. This is a public hearing on proposed updates to Washington Administrative Code, Chapter 194-24. I'm Dave Pringle, Policy Advisor and Rulemaking Coordinator at the Department of Commerce, and I'm the presiding officer for this virtual-only hearing. This hearing is being recorded to comply with requirements of the Administrative Procedures Act. The statement of inquiry for the proposed rules being considered today was filed as WSR 19-15-090, and the proposed rules were filed as WSR 20-17-130. The proposed rules include rules for 3 products: air compressors, portable air conditioners, and uninterruptible power supplies. Define distributor, distribute, and manufacturer. Update rules on violations and administrative appeals. Extend compliance date for electric storage water heaters to account for supply chain disruptions caused by COVID-19, and amend marking and listing requirements for residential ventilating fans. The deadline for written comments on the proposed rules is at 5 p.m. today, September 23rd. Comments can be submitted to appliances@commerce.wa.gov. As of 8 a.m. today, we had 2 individuals, Ashley Armstrong of A.O. Smith Corporation and Jeff Wicks of the Northwest Energy Efficiency Alliance, notify us that they would like to testify in today's hearing. Again, if anyone else wishes to testify but has not RSVP'd in advance, please put your name and affiliation in the chat box. For anyone who's called in and are unable to use the chat box, you can unmute yourself at this time by using *6 and give us your name and affiliation. So we'll give everyone a moment. If you wish to testify, you can put forth your name. All right, it looks like we've added a few more. Austin, we still don't have anyone on the phone.
No, I don't see anyone on the phone. And
All right. Thank you all, and you're welcome to add your name in as we go as well. We're going to request every speaker to keep their comments brief, but friendly reminder that this hearing is for purposes of hearing public testimony. Commerce staff will not be responding to questions directly. They're solely here to listen to public testimony. And we'll continue the hearing until everyone who has signed in has had an opportunity to testify. So I just want to make sure if anyone else wishes to testify, please put in your name in the chat box. And if there aren't any other questions, I think we can get started. We'll start with Ashley Armstrong of A.O. Smith. Go ahead, Ashley, and unmute, and you may start your testimony.
Can you guys hear me? Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Good afternoon. My name is Ashley Armstrong, and I work for A.O. Smith Corporation. We're the largest U.S. manufacturer of residential and commercial water heaters. So A.O. Smith has been a strong supporter of the Washington Department of Commerce efforts to adopt the first ever CTA 2045A hardware and application requirements. Immediately began its product and resource legislation. And industry participants understood the legislation pathway to consider a delayed implementation date. The Washington Department of Commerce ultimately decided the original compliance date of January 1, 2024. In July 2020, the Washington Department of Commerce received a request from Bradford to extend compliance.
Ashley, it looks like we're having a bad connection with you. We may have lost her. Ashley, we'll come back. Let's come back to Ashley and see if she gets connected back in. In the meantime, then let's go to Jeff with the Northwest Energy Efficiency Alliance. Jeff, if you want to start, and we'll see if your connection's a little bit better, and we'll get back to Ashley.
Dave, I do not see Jeff on our participants list at this moment. So we might want to come back to him later as well.
We will come back to him as well. If you, Austin, want to go through the list of additional folks who signed up, then please.
Yes,
Hey, this is Glenn Blackman. I wonder if Louis Starr is testifying in place of Jeff, possibly. I might ask Louis that.
Louis, are you with us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Are you going to be stepping in for Jeff?
Yeah, you know, Jeff got held up with some things, so I don't know if he'll make it. But maybe I'll just I'll do a little bit, and then if he has anything, if he joins in later, maybe we can he can do that as well. But I just wanted to have a general overall statement that we're supportive of the rulemaking that Washington State's making on heat pump water heaters, and very encouraged by this. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Louis. Austin, you want to go to the next person on the list, please?
yes, let's go to Amy Wheelis at Northwest Energy Coalition.
Thank you. Hey everyone, Amy Wheelis, Northwest Energy Coalition. We are also very supportive of HB 1444 when it passed the legislature, especially the CTA 2045 standard for electric water heaters. I understand that the reasoning behind the delay. I hope we can get these products into the market as fast as possible. We're hearing interest from utilities about wanting to be able to start programs related to these. So I think it's really important, but understand the reason for the delay. I hope that doesn't prohibit anyone from working a little faster as possible. So thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Austin, who's next on the list?
Bob Wolford, Bradford Light Corporation. Brad, would you like to unmute?
Austin, that didn't quite come through. I think I heard Bob Wolfer with Bradford White.
That is true.
Yeah, this is Bob. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, please proceed.
Thank you. Bob Wolfer, Manager of Government Relations with Bradford White Corporation. I want to echo the comments of the previous speakers in thanking the Washington Department of Commerce for continuing to move forward with the rulemaking, and are certainly in support of the extended compliance deadline to July 1st, 2021. We were one of the manufacturers who is making excellent progress towards meeting the requirements in the original compliance date of January 1st, 2021. Then, of course, as we all know, everybody's worlds kind of got turned upside down in March, and certainly created some challenges for us as far as our supply chain is concerned. We're at a point where we had to make some decisions from a product development standpoint. We are feeling confident that we are back on track right now. However, we do have concerns with COVID-19 hotspots that are popping up all over the globe, and health experts from around the country predicting further potentially waves of this disease popping back up again. We're worried about further delays potentially in the supply chain as well. So for that reason, we are very much supporting the July 1st, 2021 extension. We believe that that is fair to all stakeholders to make sure that we're still getting these products out in the market as rapidly as possible, but doing so in a way that's going to allow manufacturers who have been impacted by the pandemic to ensure that they have products that are going to be competitive and meet the needs of Washington consumers. So thank you again very much for including us in this conversation, and thank you very much for the proposed extension. For us especially, we find that to be very responsible and very prudent.
Thank you, Bob.
All right, Dave, let us go to Ashley Armstrong. Let's see if we have a good connection with her now.
All right, let's try it again. Is that better?
Yes, thank you,
Sorry
Ashley.
about that. Thanks for the patience. So we appreciate the opportunity to speak today. I think we want to underscore that we are strongly opposed to the proposed delay in compliance for the CTA 2045 report and application requirements for heat pump water heaters. We believe the original compliance date of January 1 should be maintained. We understand that the COVID-19 pandemic has faced us all with unprecedented challenges for both manufacturers, workforces, customers, and commerce moreover. However, we believe that the Washington Department of Commerce should not further add to those challenges by increasing the financial burdens, lost opportunity costs, and customer disruption by extending the CTA 2045A compliance date for heat pump water heaters due to a single manufacturer's request. A.O. Smith's experience showed that lead times for electronic components are notoriously long. Similar to many global manufacturers, A.O. Smith has this extensive experience in product design and navigating the global supply chain. Disruptions and delays are not uncommon. In order to meet the initial compliance date adopted by the Washington Department of Commerce, manufacturers would have to complete their product redesign efforts and to go into a design freeze in the latter part of 2019. This would enable ample shipment time to be able to supply product for Washington by the January 1st, 2021 heat pump water heater compliance date. The CTA 2045 compliant water heaters are already available from multiple water heater manufacturers. They can currently be found on the market. This provides healthy consumer choice and competition in the marketplace. The rationale offered by Bradford White is not necessary to ensure that multiple models will be available for consumers on or before the January 1st, 2021 compliance date. Instead, an 11th hour delay by the Washington Department of Commerce will force manufacturers who have invested significantly in product planning to meet the January 1, 2020 compliance date to hold inventory of redesigned products and incur a financial penalty for responsible product planning. With that, we thank you for your time and we urge you to retract the extension and leave intact the January 1, 2021 compliance date.
Thank you. Austin, are there others wishing to testify?
Yes, we have Joe Boros of Ream.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, thanks, Joe. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon. This is Joe Burrows with Ream Manufacturing Company. Ream appreciates Washington State Department of Commerce efforts to consider supply chain issues associated with COVID-19 and to seek stakeholder input on delaying the effective date by 6 months for electric storage water heaters. While Ream understands the industry challenges, it does not support a broad extension of the rule. Ream has made significant investments with product development and production planning, including supplier commitments to release products on time, effective January 1, 2021. Delaying the rule within a few short months of the effective date will result in costly business impacts associated with inventory balancing of both water heaters and parts, marketing, and website changes. Also, many plumbers and distributors are already in the process of preparing for this change, including investments made in training of plumbing professionals on the technology. Ream encourages Washington Department of Commerce to retain the January 1, 2021 effective date. Thank you for considering our comments.
Thank you. Austin, is there anyone else who wishes to testify at this time?
I am not seeing anyone else at this moment. I guess I need to review. I don't see Jeff on here. We had Lewis testify in his place, but I don't see him. We were going to come back to him in case he had something to say. But
Yeah.
I don't.
Sorry, this is Lois. Hey, you know, I was kind of expecting Jeff to chime in today, and I just had to cover this at the last minute. You know, in light of what I just heard from the last two manufacturers, particularly was it A.O. Smith and Joe Burrows. You know, I think we're also generally in the idea that I don't think we need to extend the deadline. And I think if I was able to get a hold of Jeff Wicks, he would be in that alignment. So I think in support of what Ashley Armstrong said, along with Joe Burrows, I think we should not be extending the deadline. Oh, that's right. We can't actually. This isn't a discussion. It's just strictly public comment, correct?
That's correct, Louis.
Okay.
Thank you for
All right. Yeah.
adding
So
that.
that's where I am.
Apologize that Jeff's not here to.
Yeah.
Thank you for stepping in.
I have tried to wrangle up Mr. Wicks, and he's not available. But I think I got the general perspective of where we're at on it. Thanks.
So at this time, we have nobody else wishing to testify. We'll ask again if you do wish to testify, put your name in the chat box. All
right. Well, seeing no one else wishing to testify, I just want to thank everyone for attending, put forth their comments. And as a reminder, you can submit written comments by 5 p.m. today. That email again was appliances@wa.gov. Commerce staff will consider written comments as well as those heard today when making final edits to the proposed rules. Commerce will provide an explanatory statement for proposed edits that it chooses not to adopt. We intend to file final rules, also known as a CR 103, in early October. The updates will go into effect 31 days after filing, unless otherwise specified. If you'd like to track the implementation of these rules, we ask you subscribe to our bulletin if you haven't already, and you can go to our webpage at www.commerce.wa.gov/growingtheeconomy/energy/appliances. Thank you all for your participation through this rulemaking. Please stay safe and healthy.
Thank you.
Thank you.